In this video, I'll show you how I used a Gundam model kit sprue to build an articulated gun for Gaslands. Alright, so here's where it started out, looking at these Gundam sprues. And I noticed that this piece right here and this piece right here are kind of a ball joint if you connect them. And so you've got the articulation up and down. We also have a hole in there that was right about the same size as the sprue itself, and so I cut a little thing of sprue out. And added it into there. You can see that. So that's what we got. Then you add a little bit of a 3D print or whatever kind of gun you want on there. Thing is, this is very loose right now. It's not going to support over time, and it comes out relatively easy and it's really shaky. So I need to find a way to get that connection more solid, and the way that I'm going to do that is with super glue. So as I had mentioned, this connection here is very loose. It's just not going to cut it. It's just too loose to even support that gun. So what we're going to need to do is create a tighter bond inside of that. And really, the way that you do that is with super glue. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of super glue on the end of this right here. Get it all around the tip of that. And then we're going to put it into this hole. That might be a little too much. Napkin to wipe a little off. And so we'll put it into this little hole. And the trick is that you got to keep this moving. And so you don't want to lock that up. You don't want to give it any sort of time where you're just not moving it. You want to keep it moving as that glue is drying. And what's going to happen is if you keep it moving, the glue is really not going to get a chance to set up and lock. And you'll be able to pull this tab out. But what's happening on the inside of that joint is the glue is kind of getting circled around and creating kind of a small layer that gives you a little bit more thickness on the inside, and so you're creating a tight bond with the super glue, and I could already feel it kind of getting tighter and harder to kind of turn. Fast forward just a little bit, and I've painted up this vehicle, and here's the gun mount. And so if you just hit it up here, it will go up, and then just a little bit down, and we'll take it down. So very simple, very easy mod. Show you the mechanisms here. Just a close-up of the mechanism. Nothing too elaborate. Just goes up and down. The only thing is I used a 5-minute epoxy to glue it in, and I glued it in only on this side because this part is the actual articulation. So you don't want to get any glue on this side. So I kept the epoxy to this side, and that stuck it down hard enough. And to be honest, it didn't even need any rotation on that inner ball. It just the way that it mounted was perfect to go up and down. So grab yourself some model kit Gundams and start bashing them, because they have some cool parts. As you can see, I actually use these as well for the doors. So until next time, keep building.